All right, good evening. It's yet another fascinating day in the EPL, the English Premier League, and live here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in England. And is Tottenham Hotspur playing host to Manchester United? The reverse fixture was 3-0, and of course, it is 1-0 today. And the match was quite entertaining, very nervy. Well, it's quite unfortunate for all Manchester United fans around the world. And I'm right here with a die-hard Manchester United fan, Mr. Lawrence. He doesn't seem quite delighted with the performance, but that's what the Premier League brings every match day after match day. Well, Lawrence, good to have you on Soccer Street Voice, bro.
Yeah, good evening, bro.
Lawrence, in just one word, can you just sum up today's performance by Manchester United? Just one word.
On the par. On the par.
On the par. On the par. Well, Lawrence, what are your thoughts on today's performance? Let me hear you.
Yeah. They didn't play well, but considering the lineups, we know that our first 12 team players have been injured, and then we have to manage what we have. You look at the bench, you know that only academy players that were there, 8 of them were on the bench today. So the coach has to manage what he has. But below that, there are some positives anyway. In as much as the performance was very not encouraging, but there are positives today too. So
I'll definitely I'll be asking you what the positives are in the latter stage of the interview. But let's talk about the lineup today. Manchester United featuring 2 strikers, and yet there was just no impact in the final third. What is wrong with Højlund and Zexi, bro?
If they had a good midfield, the build-up play. If we look at the match today, it was from the defense and attack. Zexi did well because he was dropping to pick the balls. The role which a midfielder should have done, which Casemiro and Fernandes there, he was just managing the space. They were not able to do that. So Zexi dropped back, and then Højlund was there. So in as much as they didn't coordinate because they were not having that supply very well, so he has to come pick the ball, make the runs to get the ball to Højlund. So it didn't quite click, but they had to manage what they have. So
yeah, I had a lot of Manchester United fans here in this hall criticizing the coach there. The coach is so stupid, saying a lot of nasty things about Ruben Amorim. I don't understand. Today's performance, would you attribute today's abysmal performance to the coach's selection and stuff like that? Why were they insulting Amorim today?
No. It wasn't the coach's fault. He tried. These are the group of players he has today. He has to work with them. So he did his best. And then they created chances. When you're playing and you're not creating chances, it's dangerous. But when you're creating chances, then you see you're not converting. But when they are creating chances, you know that there are positives there. So then conversion is another thing. But they created chances, and they had chances, quite clear chances to score, and they didn't. So it's not the coach's fault. He has to, it's the players, and then I don't know whether that confidence is not there. Confidence is lacking in them, and then when you are lacking confidence, you're not in your head. Then you can't think well. Then you don't convert your chances.
Yeah, a lot of Manchester United fans were very critical about Garnacho's performance today. They were saying he's not growing up to be a high-rated player. What's wrong with him? I don't understand.
Garnacho, that's one thing about his game. You can rate him. There's some good days that he did well, perfectly in all ramifications. But there are some days that when you expect him to deliver, then he doesn't. Like today, look at the chance he had, and he did convert it. So that boils down to the level of confidence that I'm talking about. With everybody, if I do this, let me try, let's get that goal and all of that. And then you don't use your head at the point you're supposed to use it, then that is just it. And that's what is affecting his game. That level of confidence in Garnacho.
Well, this is Soccer Street Voice live here in Nigeria, and it's the aftermatch analysis of Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, just go down there and tap the subscribe button. Definitely, we have amazing content for you, match day after match day. Where I'm here with Lawrence, a die-hard United fan. Amad Diallo injured for the rest of the season. He will be on the sideline. Did you actually miss his presence today?
Yes, we did miss him. Miss his presence because the runs were not coming in. And there are some balls that were there that Lou was not able to. When if Ahmad was there, I know that the chances would have come. He would have created chances, take on players, and then open up the space for them to convert. But it was not coming. Garnacho and all on the other side, and then the other side was dead also. So it didn't click. So we missed him and we will miss him. He was my player of the season already. I've gave it to him because he's the one that has been making the runs for us to create chances and they will convert. So it's a blow for us. They will have to manage.
We
Bad season already. So let's just do what we have.
It's a bad season already. Let's deal with what we have. Where Manchester United, 8 players, 8 first 11 players are injured and on the sidelines. 12 of them, you said. And of course, they are lingering in the relegation zone at the moment now. If you were the coach, what are you going to do differently to see that Manchester United progress at least to the top 10?
Get the level of confidence to them. That is just, I'll talk to them. You are there every day with them on the training pitch there. So get that level of confidence to them. You know, when he came in, he complained that the players don't make runs enough. And I was thinking I was going to work with that on the playing ground with them so that when they come in, you know, they're not chasing balls. You can't just play in the Premier League and you are just there. It will not work for you. If you look at Nottingham Forest, they are defending all, and they are attacking all. That's what they're doing. It's working for them. So that's what we want. And if now all parts where it's not paying off, no, we really need to work on that so that at least let's try to push up a little bit. Let's make that point. Let's pick points.
Well, with the crop of players Manchester United have, are you sure they're going to play that style of football, all attack, all defense, all attack? Because they have very dead legs players in the midfield like Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte. They don't push the ball forward. They are very sloppy. They are not slick. They're not fast enough. How will you manage those kind of players?
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. That's what me. I'm giving him up. So just manage what you have. Go to the end of the season. Get players in, clear the team, and then get your players. Look at Duku. Look at the way he played today. I like the signing he made within the short period that has come in. So you know you can see the prospect of the players that he can work with. So I'm glad that I'm seeing it already. So I'm giving it to the end of the season. Get the players in that you want. Have a good precision with them, and then go into the season and play. That's all. Now there's nothing he can do that to manage the situation. Just like I said, that has been taking risks. If he pays all fine, if backfires fine, but he try to manage the situation. That's it.
Manchester United doing pretty well in the Europa Cup, and of course, is that yet another window for Manchester United to get back into the Champions League, or you feel that they still have all it takes to push up to top 10 or probably even into the top 4?
If the luck plays on our side, and then we have not lost a match in the Europa League this season. So if the luck is tilting to us, and then we can navigate our way through it, maybe some bits of luck will be there. But I feel we should have an eye on it because in the Premier League now, in the top half of the season, it's going to be difficult for us. So you should have an eye on that, and then the FA Cup. Let's push the cup games and see where they can take us. And whatever happens next season, we'll get ourselves back and then see.
So during the summer, are you seeing a lot of players who you feel are surplus to demand at Manchester United and should see the exit door? Are there some certain players that you don't want to see at the end of the season?
There are a lot of players. There are a lot of players. If you can say the whole team, there are a lot of players. There's also Eriksen, Casemiro, a lot of players that they don't need to play because Lindelof, all of them, they need to get them out, get play young players, energetic young players, and manage them, build a team of Fernandez. Yeah, with the experience and all of that, Menu, they can get themselves back, and then we can see where it will take us.
Yeah. So how much time do you think Ruben Amorim needs before he takes Manchester United where they belong?
Yeah, when you are signing a coach, at least give him 2-3 years. 2-3 years to build,
regardless of the result.
Exactly, give him 2 years to build. Not that you just sit back and you're giving somebody a chance. And then look at what Solskjaer did. They give him time, and then he was trying to click, but I don't know. But with the players, then he was not getting the right signing. That was what affected him. But to the next time, he tried to get players from even the academy, McTominay or the Rashford and all of that. They were playing very well. So with time, I think giving them more in 2 seasons, let him get the players that can fit into his culture of play. So 1-2 seasons, I feel will be there.
All right, definitely, Lawrence. Amorim needs more time, probably 2 or 3 years thereabouts, and he will cough out the result Manchester United won. Well, Before I let you go, Lawrence, who was the better player today for Manchester United? Your man of the match for Manchester United.
I give it to Dogu.
You're Patrick Dogu.
Patrick Dogu.
Oh, Patrick Dogu was absolutely fascinating today, and of course, he's my man of the match as well for Manchester United, not the overall man of the match anywhere. Well, Lawrence, thank you for coming on Soccer Street Voice, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And of course, Lawrence, the die-hard Manchester United fan there, not too delighted, not too satisfied with today's performance, but that is what the Premier League brings match day after match day. Well, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go down there and subscribe. And definitely we'll be bringing you match analysis from fans all over the world until the Premier League is over. My name is Raymond, and I just want to say thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you on another match day live.